Hello friends, my name is Chili and welcome back to more Satisfactory. Goodbye. Anyway, I did a little bit of beautification for our coal power. Ooh, it's loud in here. Oh man, let me go back outside. But it looks nice. I'm pretty happy with it. I think this will keep us at least for today when we're going to try to make our way over to the end of phase 2. So we're going to head back to the base and get everything started so that we can work on phase 2 and be done with that as soon as possible. Sweet factory once more. I did a little bit of beautification. I tried to at least make the area look nice. Let me show you around. I'm going to be building one of the things for the elevator right here, but I put a nice little hangar and a place where we can go observe the waterfall above and below. And then I did a little bit of work on the entrance. I changed my color scheme to a little industrial blue. Just again to try to keep it looking a little bit nicer. Let me know what you think. I'm still trying things. There's a lot of experimentation with this game. Okay, versatile frameworks are going to be a bit of a pain. And then how do I make the other thing? Let's get the versatile frameworks done first. And copy what I got here. So 2 constructors, assembler. And then I just need to add on a foundry and a constructor. Okay. I think we're good to go. Let me wire everything up real quick. So this is going to produce versatile frameworks. We need 2.5 modular frames. Oh, we're going to have to make some adjustments. Ooh, okay. I stick that in there too, but 2.5 frameworks and 30 beams. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. So we're going to have to make some adjustments on the rest of the line. Okay, we've got everything balanced. All we need to do is just get everything over here, which, because we already have our lines going, we can just pull them directly off of that. I do need to run coal, which shouldn't be too hard. I think I already have a coal line up there somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I think that's good. But I'm a little scared we're going to be short on coal. Yeah, we're not producing as much as we need, so I think I need to dial that up upstairs. Do I have coal Mark II yet? Or not coal, miners 2? No. So I thought we would have unlocked that by now. Let me go check the hub. Actually, before I go up there, let me pull off everything I need for this system. That way it's not going to be the most efficient, but it will do more than 0, which is what it would currently be doing if we don't do anything. Okay, so this is powered and everything is set up to the appropriate levels of balance to get the necessary parts for 5 a minute, which I multiplied to 10 with the summer sloop, which these are amazing, by the way. So modular frames require reinforced steel plates, require screws, iron rods, and iron plates. And then we have steel being turned into beams, which is the other part for versatile frameworks. Let me get all that connected up and show you. I changed the way I was getting up there to use jump pads. Because, I figured, it's cool to go up like that, but jump pads are just so much cooler. There we go. I had to do a minor adjustment, but that's fine. Minor adjustments happen all the time. All right, up we go. Whee! I figured this is a little bit better until we were able to get our lift. Just being able to kind of pop up here with a little maybe jetpack help. Hey, you'll notice the radiation is gone. I went ahead and died about 20 or 30 times, but I did remove all the uranium up there, and there's no node, so it's not coming back. So framework is completely connected. We're good to go there. That will slowly drip feed as with the rest. Now let's see what we're missing. Advanced steel production. That's where I was like, I feel like we had this. Okay, let me get this one done, and then we can expand and get some of these other things going. Since we're producing everything while we're out exploring and adventuring, it's really easy to get these done. Anything else I'm going to want? Oh yeah, both of these.
The miner Mark II allows extraction
But we need
from nature to FICSIT at
that one
the
next.
speed of the Mark I model.
Encased steel beams has to happen next. That's what we need next. And then we need an assembler for that. And then I think we need motors and stators as well. So These are going to sit right up here. We already got room for them. And I think that'll finish out everything we need for this particular phase. So let's get these moving. Okay, encased industrial, which needs 18 steel. So steel beams, that'll produce 15. So we crank that up to 18. That's done. And then solid steel, we need a total of 72. So we crank that up to 72. All we need to do is give it some coal and give it some iron. Oh, look at our poor coal. Oh, that miner Mark II cannot come in fast enough. Oh my gosh. Okay, at this point, our lines are running a little low. We are going to need to step it up with increasing the belt speeds and increasing the amount of stuff we're doing. So I think it might be time to go upgrade the smelting area as well. Okay. Now, let's see. We are producing 120, but we're only moving 60. So if we do 3, we can move up to 120. No, wait. 270? 270. So why don't we just crank this all the way up? Yeah, we've got plenty of power slugs, so I don't see any reason why not. Let's get this up to 270. Okay. That'll help a little bit. Okay, I think we're good with coal. Now we need to do the same thing for iron. We have 3 iron lines, so this might take a little bit more work. And then we need to start doing some work over on all the smelting, or the big giant smelting array. Oh my god, I've been hoping I didn't have to rebuild that, but I guess today's the day. Alright, hypertubes. Save us from ourselves. Okay, so what I want is I want the entrance to the hypertube to be right about here. Right there. And this will make sense in just a moment. We're going to run this alongside inside of this. Our path is already nice and neat, so there's not a ton of problems we need to be concerned about. We can use this as our place of changing out paths, so if I do want to go that way, I can set that up. Or if I want to go down to where my main smelting area is, I can do that. I don't know how to make it if there's a way where you can just like determine which path you want to go, or if it can handle 3 or 4-way paths. I don't know. Anyway, let's test this and make sure it works. Ah, a beautiful vision of clipping through the entire world. You know what? It doesn't need to be the best as far as that look. It just needs to work and get us where we need to go, and it does. Okay, hypertube network set up. Now, we got to look at what we can do with all these, because I think most of these are still running on being stuck. And we have 2 nodes over here. We still haven't even touched yet. Yeah, we still have these other 2 iron we haven't even messed with. So what do we need to do here? We need to clean this up. It's okay. There's a bit of beauty to it, but we have to clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to convert this over to a stacked setup like that, and then we'll start with that. I'm almost really sad to see it go. Okay, so we have a lot nicer and neater lines. Again, sad, but we got to do what we got to do to keep things tidy. Okay, these are all open. Those are all ran. I have a couple of boxes I need to clean up, so I made a trash disposal while I work. I need to build this up a second level as well, so let me get started on that. What I'm going to do is we're just going to build 1 level up, and then we're going to just take this to the natural one of, we were doing 60, now we're going to do 120 of everything. And we're just going to see how that balances, and then we'll look at expanding further if we think we need to. Okay, we have now doubled our copper ingot production. Cool. So now we just need to see how do we want to get it onto this other belt. The easiest way to do it would be just to drop it into the mergers that are down here. So I guess I'll just do that. Here's a fun little trick for you. You can get the you can get it to go into kind of weird angles if you put the floor holes right next to it. It'll still say, "Oh no, I can't. I'm inside." Haha, just kidding. It still works. It's fantastic. Okay, we're going to do the same for all the other ones, and then we will have doubled our ingot production. Oh yeah, probably going to have to make that go a little quicker, aren't I? Okay, iron is doubled. Copper is doubled. I've been playing for 2 hours straight. Oh boy. And we can see that everything is flowing again. Let's make sure all these look good. I'm seeing greens and yellows. And then we can still be lazy for the limestone constructor nonsense. We still don't really need all that right now. Mostly we just needed more iron. So the iron is flowing. We're going to have to do quite a bit of upgrades, which means we're going to need a lot of steel. But that's what all the iron's for, right? Okay, so we're going to have quite a few lines to upgrade. So that's going to take a little bit, but it won't be too bad now that we have our hypertubes. So let's head on back and get more supplies. I tell you, having hypertubes be able to transport us through here, what a tremendous time saver. I guess while we do that, we can set up for the next major thing, which is the automated wiring. So let's go get that settled. These first two take up quite a bit of space, so I think the automated wiring is going to have to come up over here. That is also with an assembler, I think. Okay, so that's a stator and cable. So that's not too bad. Now, I was sitting here thinking, oh no, now I'm going to have to tear this down so that I can have this beautiful, since I don't want to run all of this stuff where I already have these beautiful structures. How do I do that? I've been sitting over here trying to figure out, like, how can I run when I already have this here? And I thought of something. I'm going to have to build around it, which I think will give us more interesting architecture in general. So let me get that figured out. But I'm going to run the same stuff from here over here and then over to here, and then split it into wherever else it would need to go on this side. I think that should end up with something that looks interesting and not awful. Okay, this took a little bit of planning, and we finally have the steel going where we need it to. But I think we are going to be just about in business. So I routed it around here. I figured it would make it look okay. It doesn't look terrible. Like, I thought it might look a little weird. It looks fine. I do have to figure out how I can clean up the little trench that I've made for it, but I can figure that out another time. I'm guessing it'd probably just be as simple as, you know, putting some nice glass in a few places. Okay. Automated wiring is done. Minimal spaghetti. And we're set up to do other things if we need to. So automated wiring gets produced here. Gets output to here. We will run it up to take it to the space elevator. But we have our cabling getting produced. We have our wiring getting produced. Wait, 75? That's not right. All right, minor balance issues I need to figure out. I think I got an extra sloop somewhere. Am I still using it on this one? I thought I had one somewhere. Yeah, I don't need it over here. We'll rebalance this later. But for right now, we can just set this to be at 50. And sloop it up. There we go. That'll work. All right, so perfectly balanced. Or at least pretty close to it. I realized I don't really have very many sloops now, do I? I should probably do something about that. Let me get this connected up so that this can work while we're out and looking around. Okay. That is all connected. So all we need to do now is basically wait and I guess go look for more summer sloops. We've got a bunch of nobelisks. We have a good amount of time. We could set up stators and motors as well, because I think we will need those for a few different things. Well, all things considered, while we're waiting for those to tick up, which they're going finally, let's look around and see if we can find at least one more summer sloop and try not to get killed. I want to see if there's anything else interesting up here as well. Oh, we got another one. Trying to explore this like giant structure, but there's a lot of really dangerous stuff here. Oh, hi. Hey, buddy. What are you doing out here? I see a spider. I see a spider. Oh, God. I hope it doesn't see me. Oh, man. You know, I listen when you guys tell me that, hey, this area is actually quite dangerous. I believe you. But gosh darn it if there isn't a ton of really good stuff here, too. Like, look at this. I'm just, like, tripping and falling over these slugs out here, man. Ridiculous. And then there should be another summer sloop up here somewhere. If I can actually slide jump properly. Actually, I think it's under me in this cave system. Oh, boy. I'm scared to see what else... Oh! I'm a little scared to see what else is going to be in there. A lot of rocks. Do I have any food? I don't trust this guy. Oh, it's full of uranium. Okay, well. Uranium might be a problem. Okay, what's a little radiation between friends? Am I right? Come on, guys. Just a little radiation. As long as we don't pick it up, it's not too bad. Just a little bit. Oh, no, 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 no. We're out of here. Nope, 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 nope. Not dealing with radiation and giant spiders. No. Oh. And our terror has led us to another fine place. Well, all right then. Oh my God. That dude just appeared on me. Legitimately scared me. Yeah. Stay out of there. Die, please. Thanks. Like, is it really necessary for two of these stupid things right next to each other? Okay. Any goodies? Needs a lot of power. Is this two? No, it's just the one. Looked like two for a second there. What is this? Explosive rebar? Interesting. Maybe we can give this explosive rebar a test. Where'd those spiders go? Oh my God, he can take like so many of them. Oh my God. He jumped through the wall at me. I didn't know they could do that. We're pretty low on supplies, and we did find what we were looking for, so it's probably wise to just head back home for now. Maybe see if we can find anything else along the way. All right, back home we are, finally. And we have our summer sloops, so we can do what we need to. Perfect. There we go. Power's not really an issue. I know some of you were telling me that I need to be concerned about how much power I'm using, but I think we're doing all right. I know it'll change as soon as we move up to the next level. The good news is that our steel production seems to be much healthier now. All right, I've upgraded a lot of the iron lines up to Mark IIIs, but we're still having some slowdown, largely because I don't have enough steel right now. So phase 2 is still working on being completed. Let me go back and set up some stators, motors, etc., just so that we're producing those too. All right, stators are done. So now I need to do this setup again. Plus one more thing, right? Yeah, same setup, but also with a rotor. Okay, our motor setup is done. A little messier than I would have hoped, but we have a problem. We ran out of power. So, I don't remember who called it. Somebody on Discord said I was going to be running into power problems soon, but as soon as I upgraded all my belts to be able to move enough product to everything so that everything can produce, I'm out of power. So we're going to have to kick that up a notch. So be right back. And what a shame, too, after I made this really nice little front for this. But what do you got to do, man? That's the price of progress. All right. I added just a few more. Just a little bit more in terms of coal power. I basically doubled what I was doing, and I'm having a little bit of problems with fluid management. But I think that should be enough to get us over the hump, so we can get to a more powerful source of power. I do have to clean up a lot of dismantle crates, though, so I'm going to let that run, make sure that everything is running. Okay, we're all done. All I had to do was just AFK for a little while, and all of our parts are completed. Let's hit it. Phase 2. Done. And from how complicated it was to get that motor setup going, I feel like Phase 3 is where it's going to get a little bit more interesting. Hi, Ada.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 2 project part shipment
We
is now
got
ready
it.
for delivery. After completion of Phase 2, the technologies of Tiers 4
Oh, yeah.
and 6
Oil
will become
production,
available
which means oil power,
These might
some
feel intimidating
trains.
after your previous experience, but rest
Oh,
assured that you will
my
not be
body
here
is
if you are
ready.
entirely incompetent.
I know exactly what we're going to do.
Railway transportation, the jetpack,
We're going to be having oil
Completing
refined
Phase 3
where
of
we're
project
at.
assembly
Oh,
is your
yes.
next main objective. Just remember to focus on producing and delivering the project parts. And FICSIT's
Okay,
faith in you
and we're
will
already
be
set up for
strengthened.
versatile frameworks. We just need the modular engines and adaptive control units. All right, let's set it off. There we go. All right, I want to watch this thing change. Oh, gosh, I can barely see it. Get out of the way, clouds. Sheesh. I'm trying to see. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Very nice.
Phase 2 of project assembly complete.
Perfect.
You have been performing more adequately under pressure and are closer than ever to saving the day.
Okay,
Perhaps you were
next
the right
time
choice for the job.
we are
Time
going
will
to
tell.
start doing some
You will
oil-based
now
stuff.
enter Phase 3 of project assembly. Continue as you
Heck
are,
yeah.
and there should be no issue. For humanity, for FICSIT.
For humanity. That is so freaking cool. I do hope you've enjoyed. That's all for now. Take care. Bye-bye.